Uh, uh, uh. What's with the black stains? John. Uh, uh, uh. John, I never got to thank you properly for your gift. Yes, the words were there, language comprising the familiar veneer of gratitude, rubbing off with each tired favor graded for, a God blessed to a sneeze, or a few pennies cradled in a receipt. Perhaps it's the deplorable romantic in me, but I thought your present and your friendship demanded reciprocation, surpassing by some degree the utterly meaningless. The proper thanks I thought would be a demonstration to your offering was not in vain. Yes, maybe some would take your suggested alternative to my gloomy preoccupations as a passive-aggressive jab, but I know you didn't mean it that way. In fact, I'm sure reading about it now is the first time the notion has occurred to you. John, please stop rolling your eyes. The letter is down here. The gift in this box is a resurrection. I used your present to thread life anew into a tattered heirloom. As long as I can remember, its black, greasy appendages have been tethered limply to its ratty, porous carriage. Too delicate to wash, too dear to discard. I used to love this rabbit. Now he's yours. I trust you find this to be adequately sentimental. Happy birthday, Rose. John, put the bunny back in the box. Chaos dunk! This gift from Rose is so cool. 2 sweet bunnies on one birthday? What are the odds? In a fit of enthusiasm, you shut up and jammed the bunny back in the box, executing a textbook chaos dunk. Millions would have perished if everything in the ocean weren't dead already, that is. John, take box. Ooh, and the scepter is left just laying there. In the middle of nowhere. Oh. Yeah, now that I think about it, if Jack, his name was Jack, right? If he went all of the way out here to kill the king, and then cause this whole disruption, then yeah, Jade really did fuck up everything. Oh. Whatever was in the gift that she meant for John, Jack used it to kill the queen and usurp her throne. And then he went out to the battlefield and did the same thing to the king. In this war, the Light Kingdom was always meant to lose. The Dark Kingdom was always meant to win. But now that's impossible. The Dark Kingdom cannot win this war. And now only the White Kingdom remains. Because both the ring and the scepter are safe. Oh, shit. I mean, you'd think that slight reversal wouldn't change too much, but it completely changes what's supposed to be happening here. Jade really did fuck up everything by preparing that gift for John. Whatever it was. Because we still haven't actually seen the object. Oh, wow. And the trolls were right, it was screwed from the start. Jade isn't even in the game yet. And she's already caused all of this mess. Their game was doomed from the start because of her interference. Whatever she did was basically constituting as cheating before she even began the game. Wow, okay. Howdy everybody, welcome back to another week in reactions with the Homestuck webcomic reading, where last time we got to see how exactly Jade managed to royally screw up absolutely everything. And we also got a brief look at how the battlefield in the heart of Skya looks like. It started off as like a plain ordinary chessboard, and then it started becoming more multi-dimensional over time. And now it's like a giant spear of just a massive chess game. And honestly, I love that. So yeah, now I'm not too certain where this is going to be going. Because John made it to Rose's world, but he left her behind to go explore around wherever the hell she is. And now 3 of the 4 kids are aware of the weird dream reality that they all seem to have a connection to. So that's also a thing that's happening. And we got to see the death of the Black King. So now with the deaths, with the Queen dead and the King dead, it's actively impossible for the Dark Kingdom to win the war with the Light Kingdom, as the prophecy of the game dictated it should go. It was a war that was always fated to be lost. And now that's impossible. And I love that. So, yeah, let's just get into this, shall we? Because I don't know where this is going from here on out. Oh, if you like my sort of stuff, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, keeping up to date with everything that's up to date, or keeping up to date with everything that's going on. Whatever. You know what I mean. Let's get into this. Alright, so last time we left off, we saw this creepy face peering out in the window of Dave's bedroom, like a stalker. Oh, hello. Why are you here? You're not an imp. Dave, chill with the Dave sprite. So, okay, Dave. So, it was pretty funny how I made a copy of Rose's evil book right before she burned it, and now she doesn't know about it. Dave sprite. I know it's crazy what kind of foresight this guy has. I'm telling you, coincidences like that are unreal. They don't even happen. Most of the time. The best thing about how I did that is how it is... Ugh. Words. What are they? The best thing about how I did that is how it in no way will ever come back to bite us in the ass ever. Dude, our shit is safe. So safe. Gonna sleep pretty sound tonight with that big fucking payload of safety you just got dropped on us. Gonna be all hugging my pillow and shit, grinning like a goddamn bear full of honey. Safer than some Flintstone vitamins in a bottle. Oh my god. That is a weird callback. Do they even still make vitamins like that? Okay. Keep twisting, minor. All you get is clicks. Okay. Asshole thinks it's candy, doesn't even know he just stepped on a security rake and got a face full of fucking safety. Guess I'll go back down and burn that book. Alright. Seriously? You're not gonna keep it? Oh, I see. They have taken it and left. Go back in time and stop the thief. Oh. Oh no. It looks like you already tried that. Whoever took those books was a pretty cold-blooded dude. You figure you'll cool it on the time travel for a while. Don't want to see the Dave corpses start to pile up, especially if one of them winds up being you. Dave, throw yourself out the window. Oh, I see. You ditch the body before Jade sees it. That would probably freak her out. Oh, and there he is, a loathsome bastard. John, press a button on the control panel. Oh, hello. What? Is that John's hometown? You push one of the nearby buttons. It activates the upper right monitor. The view is locked on a particular location on Earth at a particular time and date. Okay. Whoever was in the lab appears to have recently calibrated this device. Examine monitor. Betty Crocker! Oh my god. The monitor displays a town on the west coast of the United States. It appears to be your old neighborhood, but there is a factory there you do not recognize. The date is December 1st, 1995, a few months before you were born. Zoom in. An old woman is escorted by her son on a lovely day. A target has been locked over the gentleman's mother. A meteor overhead looms unnoticed. Was this John's doing? Or was it already set to happen? They witnessed the destruction of the facility. Collateral damage to a corporation owned by a renowned billionaire explorer. A mystery begins. Press the blue button. Oh, all 4 of them are blue. Oh no. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the woman you recognize to be your grandmother. The ghost sludge is sucked into a glass tube. John, switch to 4. Alright. Oh, the house isn't there. So this is before... You switch to a monitor displaying a view of a remote island in the Pacific on December 3rd, 1995. Wait. Is this 2 days... Wait, is this the same year? 2 days after the destruction of the Betty Crocker facility? Wait. Oh, the boat's name is Jade. It's got the black smuff. Okay. A renowned billionaire explorer approaches on his yacht. An old factory lost 2 days prior, but a new shipment gained. Shipmate gained? Together they settle the island and plunder its secrets. And hey, it's not only baby Jade, it's the rabbit that John currently has in his possession. A meteor overhead streaks unnoticed, headed toward an unseasonably warm city in the central United States. Oh, Beck! Hello! Press the blue button. Can't save him either, huh? Alright. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the man you spotted in the woods with your book. The ghost sludge is collected. Switch to 3. You switch to a view of an unseasonably warm city in the central United States on December 4th, 1995. So the next day. An outrageously awesome dude stands before a crater where his favorite record shop stood 1 day prior. A meteor came crashing down and destroyed a record shop in the city. Okay. He is prepared for the occasion with a small pair of outrageously awesome shades. A meteor overhead races unnoticed. Headed to a lake near a laboratory on the east coast of the United States. No aquatic life would survive. Wait a minute. Wait. So, Jade was retrieved from the meteor that destroyed the Betty Crocker facility? No, that should have been John, though, right? And now Dave from this meteor. And I'm assuming this one's gonna be Rose. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the outrageously awesome dude. The sludge is allocated to another pair of tubes. Switch to 2. You switch again to a view of your neighborhood on April 13th, 1996. Okay, so a year has passed now. It is the day of your birth. There is more real estate you do not recognize near the recently devastated baked goods facility. It is a shopping mall you have never seen before. That makes sense, because isn't John's house supposed to be right around here? Zoom in. Prankster's Gambit. Oh. Yeah, because... Alright. There's John's dad. There is Rose's mom, so they do know each other. And that's baby Rose. A professional lady and new mother has traveled from the opposite coast at the behest of a famous and wealthy scientist to study one of numerous recent celestial anomalies while he is on expedition. She notices a meteor overhead on collision course with a quaint family joke shop. A distinguished gentleman notices the lady and comes outside to greet her, oblivious to the threat above. The gentleman's mother remains inside, busying herself with a tall bookshelf, a ladder, and a rather hefty, unabridged joke book. Oh, crap! Alright, so the dad owned a prank store. This is how the grandma dies! It wasn't in the explosion at the facility. It was this! It's gonna crush the building with the old lady in it. An old mother lost today, but a new son gained. Sassacre! Oh my god. The gentleman discovers a clue. A powerful nose detects perfume. The lady has fled. The mystery deepens. But the monitor has not lost track of the lady. Press the blue button. You create a paradox ghost imprint of the professional lady. The sludge fills the final tube. Once all the tubes are filled, an automated sequence begins to execute. 4 young paradox clones are created. Wait. Wait, but who's of who? No, I mean, I get who they are. It's them. It's the 4 kids, but... Alright, so Rose is obviously her mother. But that would mean that Jade is a clone of, Jade is a clone of Nana. Okay, and Dave is a clone of his brother, and John is a clone of his own father. Okay. Wow. That's confusing. There's one more button to push. Ectobiology sure does involve a lot of button pushing. At least it does when you're a junior ectobiologist. Your loyal assistant, Dr. Meowgon, is all over this one. One pair of tubes empties the sludge into the chamber below. The other pair does as well. Another sequence is activated. Uh-oh. That doesn't bode well. Who's who? John, scale the echelon. You storm up your echelon to claim the coveted, if difficult to pronounce rung, ectobiolab babysitter. Okay. Whatever happened to the Skylark? Nope, Skylark is gone. Alright. Your ladder is absolutely hemorrhaging the boon dollars, just what your pork hollow's fat ass needs. You surpass 1 million boon dollars and trade them all in for a single whopping boon buck. This is, of course, going directly into the college fund for these youngsters. Sure is heavy. Into the hollow it goes. Navigating the Vale nearby. Oh, I see. Okay. An old man has much to do before he returns to Earth, dies, gets stuffed by his adopted yet biological daughter/granddaughter, and stuck in front of a fireplace. Taking priority at the moment is shipping 2 passengers long overdue for a reunion. Okay. Gets stuffed by his adopted yet biological daughter/granddaughter. Wait. Daughter/granddaughter. Wait. Wait. Because I know this fucker is the father of Joey in the Hive Swap game. But he was a lot younger there. So I just want to reiterate here. Joey and her brother. His adopted yet biological daughter/granddaughter. But okay, so Jade is a clone of Nana. So, Nana was the daughter of this guy? No. Wait, but that would make Nana an elderly Joey, wouldn't it? Or... Wait, no. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Just way too much is going on in my head now because of this. Oh, shit. Oh, these two are having a reunion, okay. Oh! Oh, is that why his Silodex is brown? It's his wallet? Fetch Modus wallet. Yeah, that's actually quite practical. Okay. Ooh, okay. Oh, and they're going to Skya. Unless that's not Skya. I mean, it could be Skya, but it could also be John's planet. Okay, CG Troll John. Alright. See, this is a case in point. What point? The point I was just making about the ultimate riddle, you blithering feculent shithole. Okay, that's your cue to laugh at me some more, I guess, because you seem to really get off whenever I flame you. Humans are deranged. Oh man, I must be getting closer to the conversations where you're trolling me harder. This is pretty exciting. I can't wait to see what you've got up your sleeve. You see what I mean? Fuck you about that! Anyway, you weren't making a point about the ultimate riddle, dude. Yes, I was, and now I'm losing my train of thought, dipshit. Nope, we never talked about that. Yet. Oh, hell, that's right. Damn it! I guess this is going to be confusing. Oh, you're just starting to figure that out now. See, I kind of painted myself into a corner. I started trolling you at the end just before the rift, and then jumped back a little, and now I guess I've become railroaded into working backwards here. Unless I want to do the sort of dumb schizophrenic hopping around like the others. Oh my god, I know you've already told me like 1,000,000 times. I have? Wow, I can't wait for all these amazing conversations to take place. It's going to be like that human vacation with a giant red chimney asshole up in here. You know, the one where a bunch of moany nooksuckers sing at a little pine tree, I think. Man, I've got to say I'm a little disappointed by this masterful trolling you were bragging about. I was bragging? Why would I bother with that sort of pedantic human horse shit? Also, was he referring to, the Peanuts? The Peanuts Christmas special just then. Okay. And that's okay. Maybe you should consider that I was bragging to get your hopes up in the future, only to let you down and thus troll you masterfully in that respect. Maybe, but that would be pretty weak too. Your brittle human calcium-based skull is what is weak, And if you and I were in the proximity of a blunt instrument, I wouldn't have much trouble proving it. Eh? I don't get what he means there. So, what was the case in point you were making anyway? I was scrolling back and noticed you were in the Vale. Oh, I am? Yeah, dum-dum, you're trembling around on a big goddamn meteor. And you just created younger versions of yourselves and your guardians. Probably by mucking around with that thing like a doofus. Wait, these are baby versions of us. Ha ha! So clueless! What did you think you were doing there anyway? Well, I saw footage of my Nana and some other people who I am pretty sure were like Jade's grandpa and Rose's mom and stuff from a long time ago, and then there were all these little guys scurrying around, so they're like cloned copies of us? No, they are literally you and your guardians. Paradox clones. Huh? What do you mean they're literally us? Do they go back in time? Yeah, obviously. Great guess, Brain Hero. But technically, they aren't even sent back in time, because with respect to the medium, your universe's timeline is meaningless. Seriously, why would it give a crap about Earth's past or future or whatever? From its perspective, it's just a bunch of points to choose from. Just like your chronology is from our perspective. But I guess that's a bunch of semantics. With respect to your personal chronology, yeah, they go back in time. A paradox clone is, by definition, a correctly cloned duplicate that will inevitably go back in time and become the original target that was cloned. If it's a malformed clone, it's just a meaningless mutant that has no bearing on the stable loop continuum. I don't see any tentacles or extra eyeballs or warped bone bulges, so those gross little things there are all you guys, waiting to go to Earth and grow up and become the insipid bunch of grub-fisted douchebags you all are now. And this was the point I was trying to make about the ultimate riddle. What is the riddle, anyway? Maybe I can guess. I am good at riddles. Ha ha! Think again, ignoramus! It's not even that great, or even much of a riddle at all. In the course of your adventure, you would have encountered all these fragments of, like, weird poems and shit. You find them along your quests, with clues and stuff buried in them to help you solve puzzles and move huge stone columns and make staircases appear and lots of nonsense like that. And it's all masked in this flowery sort of frothy, poetic jackassery that nobody really cares about. And I sure as hell don't care about spoiling it for you. But what all these lofty symbolic illusions boil down to is some grander statement about what you see happening here. That you are always the key to seeding your own existence through this game. And any hope that it would have played out differently or that you could have avoided this whole mess was always just a ruse. A distraction, perhaps. What? Never mind. Because if it didn't go down this way, then how were you even born? Get it? Which is especially pathetic since Paradox Space apparently went to all this trouble to make you, just to have you fail and die. Oh my god. This is so awful. Really, there's nothing more tragic than these null sessions full of kids entering the game and fulfilling some cosmic destiny shit just to get wiped out and leave behind an empty, pointless Insepisphere for all eternity. Actually, it's sort of hilarious. Or it would be if it didn't affect me personally. But anyway, there's a lot more to the riddle than just that. Like what we were just talking about last time we talked. But that's sort of the gist of the themes it deals with. Oh. I'm sorry. I read in a comment in one of my previous videos that this guy is writing in all text because he's always screaming and yelling and shit. So I'm trying to say all of his lines in a higher, more aggravated pitch, and it's fucking killing my throat. Mm. Okay. Well, if I run into some salamanders who tell me all about this riddle and get really excited about it, I will try to act surprised. So this is the same kind of thing you went through, with, like, being your own paradox clones and creating your own parents and stuff. Yeah! How did that even work, with 12 of you? It was really fucking complicated, and I'm not going to get into it. Our family structures are already way more complicated than yours, without even getting spooky time slime involved. Basically, we have nothing in common whatsoever. Except maybe this. I was the guy in your position to make all these clones, and frankly, it all kind of freaked me the hell out. Huh. Yeah, I guess now that you mention it, I am finding it all a little strange. Oh, only just now! Fuck, you are fast. I hope you got the mad boombucks to pay off those speeding tickets. No, I mean, the ghost stuff and paradoxes are one thing, of course. It's something else. It's just... This is really weird. What's so weird about it? Well, normally humans hatch. Oh, this is the joke. Okay. In a previous conversation, okay. Maybe we have more in common than I thought. Alright. Maybe those really are mutant clones and they aren't going back to seed your planet. Sure? Hell, I'm confused now. Not that I give a shit about you and your pointless, awful lives. Hey, I have an idea. Why don't you get back to me in a few minutes? I mean, like, a few minutes of my time, not yours. All of these little pink monkeys are getting way out of line, and I have to tend to them. If you message me in a couple minutes, we can continue conversing in a sane, linear fashion for a change. Okay. And then after that, you can keep going backwards and then make fun of me riding my little red rocket. You can tell me I look like a silly little paradox clone fresh out of my slime tube, and this is just all a big nursery time recess jamboree. That would burn me good. Okay, that is pretty good. But I can't use it because you said it, and then later, i.e. right now, you would get the satisfaction of knowing you were the one to come up with that burn. See, you are dealing with a pro. You can't out-troll me, so just forget about it and stop trying. Tend to the little pink monkeys. Okay. This is really out of control. They're scrambling all over the place. They appear to be preoccupied by some of the objects littered around the lab. At least it's keeping them busy. Oh, this is horrible. Is... The kid's got guns! You should probably get those away from him. Get trolled by CG again. Okay. Okay, it's been a few minutes. Later. Look how sane and linear we are being. Yeah. Okay, awesome. Now fuck you and goodbye. Wait! What? I was just looking at all these rascals, and I was wondering how they go back in time and become us and stuff. Does it have something to do with the reckoning? How do you know about that? You told me. We had this great dare going to see who could be the least helpful and informative. And you totally lost, dude. You were hella helpful. I was obviously just spitting your stupid, pointless human dare. What is a dare anyway? It's nothing. Someone says, do something, and then, oh, laugh, laugh, you lose if you don't do it. That isn't anything that deserves a word. We don't even have a word for dare in our language. The closest approximation would be worthless fucking bullshit waste of time for silly little children. Oh, wow. Is that the title of a movie, too? Yes, it's the title of every dumb movie you ever liked. That isn't even true and doesn't make sense. Anyway, how could we have made a dare if I'm moving backwards on your timeline? You would dare me to do something, then I would do it next time, but then you wouldn't even remember the dare because we didn't make it yet. That's what isn't true. And doesn't make sense, you damp bag of puke. Well, yeah, the dare never happened. I was joking around and made that up to give you a hard time. You have sounding stupid down to such a science. Where is your lab-coated test tubes, Dr. Brain Professor? I am wearing a lab coat. Sort of. You look like an elf! That's bullshit. You look like you should be... Wait, what? You look like you should be blowing into a funny little shell and limbering up for a silly cookie dance. What the fuck does that even mean? Do you even have elves? Yes, let's compare which fantasy creatures that don't exist we both do or don't not have. What a great fucking idea, John. What? You asked about the reckoning, so why don't we talk about that instead of all those pretty much terrible things? Okay. Yeah, so when the reckoning starts happening, all these Paradox clones get shipped off to meteors, flung through Skyan defense portals, and sent back to Earth. End of story, I guess. Bye. Wait, so that means we're all sort of like Superman? Yeah, I guess. Cool. You all trace the mythological footsteps of your beloved human Superman, who's really just a muscular Caucasian alien. It's hilarious how humans worship him as a pinnacle of human heroism and virtue, but he isn't even human. Actually, it's incredibly pathetic. But also, in a way, kind of admirable. Because it means deep down you almost realize who oh, okay. Oh, alright, I am skipping over that. Yeah, Superman is pretty cool, I guess. Did you know Nicolas Cage was almost going to play Superman one time? Oh, my flobbing phlegm lobe. Who gives a buff and fuck about that? John Egbert, you have assassinated my patience. Adios, loser. Wait! Get back to me in a couple minutes, okay? Fine! This is all starting to move a lot faster than it was before. I just need to make sure. Okay, that's running properly. And while we're at it, I need to make sure I haven't been screaming into the void this whole time. Okay. The madness has been recorded. Oh, man. Alright. AR Shred. Wait. Oh, that's a very much intact ruin right there. You are ripping up so many hellacious shreds. This fierce, shitty nasty is getting so deliriously brazen. Okay, you lost the handle on that sentence. Oh my god, is that what you think it is? This thing is so completely illegal. How could this atrocity be floating out here unnoticed all this time? You're going to throw whoever is responsible into the slammer. You always call jail the slammer when you're extra angry at crimes. Go in. There is a large elevator platform ahead. Go down. Below, there is a dark, cavernous room. Near the platform is a time capsule. It has deployed a seed and waits for something to be deposited, for the clock to be set. It is all harmless enough, still no sign of any perpetrators. Search premises? Deeper into the darkness of the room, there is some complicated lab equipment. Again, nothing particularly unusual for this jurisdiction. Examine equipment. There is a large monitor. Displayed on it is a small human girl in a fancy house. The date is April 21st, 1910. Ooh, okay, now we are getting really into it. April 21st, 1910. 8 days prior, the orphan girl was taken in by an aristocratic Southern colonel and legendary humorist. He recovered the young lady from a crater where a bakery once stood, operated by the man's wife, a notable baked goods baroness. Betty Crocker. This is her husband. What? There was an explosion in the colonel's backyard. Land sakes alive. We are cooking with petrol now. Okay. I don't know what that means, but alright. The colonel and his new granddaughter investigate. The impact site is where a doghouse stood moments ago. It was the magnificent abode of the man's beloved pet, Haley. He takes a belt from the old julep flask. He'd sooner perish himself than lose that dear animal. People would think reports of the man's death were greatly exaggerated, but they weren't. This is exactly why babies should not be allowed to dual-wield flintlock pistols. An old colonel lost, but a new brother gained. No. Aha, there's Haley. The youngsters adore their new guardian. Good dog, best friend. The young boy has difficulty pronouncing the name, though. Sounds more like Harley when he says it. Oh, no. Wait. Mm. Alright, I need to keep going here because I'm pretty certain... Because only the brother had glasses. Joey didn't have glasses. But it would make sense if this was attached to the game, Hive Swap, if this was where it began. Let's see where this is going. AR, fast forward. 13 years later, the boy develops a taste for adventure. He and his guardian bid farewell. His sister is sad. She will be left all alone with the wicked pastry baroness. She can handle it. He tells her. He believes in her. Okay. This all seems pointless to you and immaterial to the crime that has been committed. Though you do find it odd that the purifier target has been fixed over that especially stupid-looking animal. You hear the elevator platform. Someone is coming. It is a high-ranking agent from your kingdom. Could he be the man behind this crime? Could his intent be mutinous? You know the agent to be far too dangerous to take into custody. You hide behind some equipment and observe. He appears to be holding some notebooks. Also what appears to be a pair of juice-stained envelopes. Only one of the books is useful to him. The envelopes are useless. And he doesn't make it through more than a paragraph of the other book. Some weird thing about wizards. He discards them. The spare notebook lands on the floor. The envelopes land in the seed. The time capsule stores the seed, and on account of some default setting, is programmed to bloom several 100 million years from now. The capsule then readies a new seed. The agent approaches another device near the large monitor. John, get trolled by CG in sane and linear manner. Okay, I got back to you. Are you happy? Sure, I guess. You don't even know it yet, but you were about to start passing out bunnies like they're cheap cigars. It's going to be an embarrassing display. What are you talking about? Yeah, exactly, numbskull. Let's just have our chat, then it can naturally occur to you to be an idiot in the due course of time. Okay. I was sort of mulling it over while looking at all these babies with guns and sitting on ponies and things, and how the reckoning takes them back, and how you said our reckoning starts sooner. Yeah. Are you sure it has to start so soon? Can't we delay it? It starts in a few minutes, stupid. See that countdown clock over there? You aren't delaying anything. Oh. Dang. I guess I better get off this meteor then. Well, I mean, it doesn't happen all at once. First some smaller meteors go, then bigger ones, spread out over like 24 hours or so. It's supposed to be like go time when it starts. Like, it's time to hurry up and stop fucking around and kill the boss, get it? The rock you're on doesn't blast off right away. Too bad, because it would have spared you from making a fool of yourself in a couple minutes. And more importantly, spared me from having to watch. Okay, well, you keep saying how doomed we are and how all this bad stuff happens sooner, but you never say why. What happens in our game that's different from yours that makes things go so badly? Jack Noir. Who was Jack Noir? An agent of Death, who flipped out and rose to power. He killed your Black Queen and King, and now he's in charge. So you didn't have him in your game. No, we did, but he was harmless. Actually, he was an ally of sort. He settled a grudge against the Queen by helping us dethrone and exile her. And then he wound up exiled himself and sort of kept helping us through a command terminal on our old planet. It's kind of a huge asshole, though. But because he took the Queen out of the picture, when we got to Skya, we only had one monarch to deal with instead of two. Of course, it was a nasty giant, 12 times prototyped Black King that took forever to kill, just barely in time before the biggest meteors came, but still. I see. So after he got exiled and all that, he came here into our game and caused all this trouble? No! God, Egbert, you are thicker than that hideous joke book you waddle around with. Try to think more abstractly. Think about video games. What's an Earth game you liked to play? Name one. Crash Bandicoot? Okay, I don't know what that is, but I have a feeling it's a really lame example. But that's fine, it's not the point. So let's say you play your Bandicoot, and I play my Bandicoot. They are essentially the same Bandicoot, same appearance and design and behaviors. But they're all completely separate Bandicoots on separate screens. So we both have our own ass Bandicoots to ourselves. The same, but different. Our Jacks are the same but different too. Same guy, different circumstances and outcomes. Our Jack trumped the Queen, but got no further. Your Jack got the best of both of them, and is now something higher than a king, queen, or a king. Like an ace? Sure, okay. Okay, I think I get it. But how did he do that? What was different about what we did versus what you did? Frankly, I have no idea what the original thing that tipped the scale was. It is under investigation, but it doesn't really matter. The worst is yet to come for you. Oh no, what's the worst thing? Already told you. Damn it! Oh, hey, sorry, hold on. This little lady is bugging me about something. Yeah, you might as well get it over with and give her the lousy rabbit already. Oh man, I just had the best idea. This is so perfect. A blonde mother and daughter together, this is totally perfect. Perfect for what? Flexing your formidable mental handicap like a fucking heavyweight for the next several minutes? Oh, wait, let me check. The answer is yes. It's like that scene in Con Air. I'll give her the bunny like I am Nick Cage fresh out of the slammer. Fuck! I wish I had a filthy wife beater on. Oh, well. Oh my god. Reunite with your loving wife and daughter. Fucking rabbits. Actually, this is a really important decision now that I think about it. Because he's choosing which one is going to be his rose. And the other one's gonna end up being the mother. Oh, and he's watching this in real time. Oh, he's right. This is just painful to watch. Can't John do anything normal? Oh my god. What even is this? I'm pretty certain this is copyrighted music, isn't it? Can I even play any of this? I might need to consider muting this section before I finish editing this. Here comes the guitar solo. Okay. The worst part is I can't really skip this because I don't know if anything relevant is gonna happen. Oh my god. Oh, this is so bad. Oh, I hated every minute of that. Okay. Should have stuck with the original music, dude. That's just... Oh. And by original music, I mean your own music, not fucking movie music. I'm pretty certain I'm gonna have to mute that entire section. Oh. Okay. End of Act 4. And I am calling this here. Fuck that. Alright, so from what I can gather from all of that nonsense, at this point in the story, the trolls have no idea why Jack Noir became such a threat in the humans' game, even though it shouldn't have been possible. So at this point in time, they don't know that Jade screwed it up with whatever that thing was that she made for John. Oh, that's what that is. Oh, okay. Mystery fucking solved. Anyway. I'm calling things quits here. If you like this sort of stuff, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe today, keeping up to date with all my most recent uploads. And if you didn't, that's perfectly fine too. There's plenty of other stuff on the channel to watch. Later, everybody. Bye. Oh, this was so fucked. Okay.